Delaware's transit service, moving forward.
Live proudly, boldly, and with peace of mind by advocating for your health with an early cancer screening. The LGBTQIA+ community is at higher risk of cancer, but screenings can detect cancer early when it's most treatable, giving you the power to live exactly as you are. Talk to your healthcare provider today. If you don't have insurance, talk to a nurse navigator to see if you qualify for free screenings.
Fire sprinklers might be required in Newcastle County homes soon. The governor signed 2 bills into law to boost teachers, and Rockford Museum is already planning for some spooky encounters just in time for Halloween. Those stories and more are coming up next. You're watching DETV News. Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson with this latest update. Topping the news tonight is the suspension of an unnamed Delaware state trooper. It happened in Ellesmere, where a social media post is getting a lot of attention. According to the post, a group of teenagers were playing Ding Dong Ditch. That's a game when kids ring doorbells and then run off. The post went on to say the kids were stopped by 2 state troopers, one of whom reportedly owned one of the homes that was alerted by someone inside. A relative of one of the teens made the post that included photos. She says the unarmed boys were badly beaten, with her nephew suffering from a concussion. She says the teen will also need surgery to repair his eye. Delaware State Police released a statement saying they are aware of the social media post, and an internal examination of body cam video worn by the officers apparently led to the suspension. No word on who that officer is or his future with the force as the investigation continues. Newcastle County Council will take a look at a measure that will require new townhouses along with 1- and 2-story dwellings to have fire sprinklers. The plan has widespread support from many firefighting associations, but there is one major opponent. The Builders and Remodelers Association of Delaware says smoke detectors are proven protectors. What's more, the association says the sprinklers would price more than 2,700 homeowners out of the market. The association also takes exception to the county's estimated cost for the sprinklers. The association says requiring sprinklers would add another $8,000 to $10,000 to the cost of a dwelling. The county puts that estimate at between $3,100 and $3,700. The ordinance will be introduced on August 29th. It would then be voted on at the September 12th meeting of County Council. In news from the governor's office, the chief executive just signed 2 bills aimed at strengthening the state's teacher workforce. The first measure, Senate Bill 156, allows teachers who previously worked as paraprofessionals to receive partial credit for their experience on the teacher salary scale if they were hired after August 9th of this year. State Senator Tizzy Lockman, the sponsor of the bill, called paraprofessionals, who are often called teachers' aides, the unsung heroes in the classroom. The second bill signed into law by the governor is House Bill 138. That measure will create the Delaware Educator Apprenticeship Program. A pilot program will begin this school year and will pay aspiring teachers as they train for their required credentials to become certified. State Representative Kim Williams sponsored that measure, calling it a better alternative to the traditional student teaching experience. And the State Chamber of Commerce has a new leader. Marie Holliday has been elected to take over for retiring chairman Nick Lambro. Holliday is the managing director of the CPA firm called Cover and Roster. She'll have a 2-year term as the board's chairperson. In news from Delaware State Police, a tip paid off and led to the arrest of an alleged drug dealer. He's 18-year-old Jeremiah Handy of Seaford. Police went on to Little Creek Apartments in Laurel after receiving information that Handy was selling drugs. Investigators spotted him standing behind a building with a handgun in his waistband. Handy did try to reach for that gun, but detectives were able to take him into custody without an incident. It's a good thing because that gun was loaded. Also from southern Delaware, state police arrested 2 men for drug dealing during a traffic stop. 27-year-old Andrew Foreman of Dagsboro was taken into custody, along with 58-year-old David Mumford of Frankfort. A trooper stopped the pair's vehicle for having a suspended registration tag. That's when he smelled marijuana coming from the car. A computer check showed Mumford was already wanted. He reportedly had 5.32 grams of crack cocaine in his pants. More than 259 grams of marijuana was found in Foreman's book bag, along with more than $3,600 of suspected drug money in the glove box. Also in Sussex County, a warrant has been issued for 32-year-old Dylan Hensley. He's wanted after not turning himself in 3 times and did not attend prearranged meetings with the Office of Animal Welfare. Hensley is accused of animal abuse stemming from 35 dogs being rescued from deplorable conditions earlier this month. Those dogs were rescued on August 8th by the Office of Animal Welfare with the assistance of the Delaware Brandywine Valley SPCA. Hensley's last known address is Maple Drive, where the dogs were found living in squalor. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call police or the Delaware Animal Services at the number you see on your screen. Turning now to other news, Forwood Elementary School in Wilmington is getting a new garden next month. It's all part of a national initiative to help kids learn about nutrition. Forwood was one of 24 schools in the country to get a new or refreshed learning garden as part of the 24 Gardens in 24 Hours in 24 Communities contest. The Sprouts Healthy Communities Foundation sponsored the national contest. Volunteers will create the garden on September 23rd for the school. And if you're headed to Rehoboth Beach, don't expect to see many lifeguards. Officials say many of the lifeguards headed back to school, forcing them to reduce guard protection from Fisherman's Beach near the north end to Laurel Street. The smaller squad of guards will remain on watch for 3 days after Labor Day. And finally tonight, in preparation for another holiday, Rockford Museum is going goth. It's all part of a fundraiser that kicks off a spooky season at Rockwood. The Goth Ball will celebrate Rockwood's old Gothic revival treasure house. The event will include live music, spooky estate tours, paranormal presentations, and for all of that, organizers couldn't leave out an open bar. Goth apparel is recommended but not necessary. Tickets are $100. Other spooky events are planned at Rockwood. For more information, contact the Newcastle County Department of Parks and Recreation. That's going to do it for this edition of DETV News. Be sure to watch us on all social media platforms and to hit that share button. I'm Lauren Wilson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.